with Nico Williams. That's right, it's your boy. Coming at you on a Monday, as I always love to do, because I love you, and that's what we do. I just want to talk to you every single day. That's my pleasure. But you know, I hope everybody had a great day today, and you know the deal. Please make sure that if you're liking the content, make sure you like and subscribe. Tell a friend all about me. I would really appreciate that. Also, you know the deal. Overall 99 Media is where you can catch the recorded videos, and right now we're just hanging out on the Overall 99 Media channel going live. We are on Do You Hear Me on Facebook Live, and that's what we do. You know, maybe we get some people who want to talk to us sometime. I don't know. Maybe you want to give your opinion. That's fine, but I appreciate you for pulling up. But man, this is the second time I'm doing this. I'm just going to be completely transparent. I don't know what the hell happened. There was zero sound. I couldn't get nothing going on, and nothing was working. Oh, I was just so distraught. I'm over here calling customer service for this app here, and I'm over here playing around with everything, and I was so upset. As you can see, I have my rain jacket on today because it was quite the rainy day, and I've learned some coping mechanisms and things like that when I have rainy days, but you know, usually I would be like, F this, and just be upset and be mad with myself, but I'm not today. I'm chilling. I don't care about nothing else in this world at all. I just want to do this. So I really appreciate y'all. We got to resolve. So, I mean, you know, if I want something, you know, because I could have been like, you know, F it, I'll just get news tomorrow. Tomorrow's not promised. It's not. So we got to keep it going. We got to keep it. We just, you know, we just got to keep going. Because if we stop, we won't get paid. You know, we want to get paid. Y'all know who else want to get paid? The current quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson. He wants to get paid. He says that, you know what? I've done a lot. I've been team friendly. I've got an MVP with minimal weapons. I got you to the playoffs. I won a playoff game on the road. And you know, y'all haven't been trying to extend my contract. Y'all haven't been trying to help me out. So it's no more Mr. Nice Guy. And I don't blame him. So I was chilling, honestly, in First Shift Twitter. That's me and my boy Gerald. Y'all know the deal. But we're just tuning in. It's about 11:24 in the morning, and we get a tweet from Lamar Jackson, and it went a little something like this: a letter to my fans. I want to first thank you all for all of the love and support you consistently show towards me. All of you are amazing, and I appreciate y'all so much. I want you all to know, you just gonna go from y'all to you all. That's fine. You can do to know, not to believe everything you read about me. Let me personally answer your questions. In regards to my future plans, as of March 2nd, I requested a trade from the Ravens organization for which the Ravens has not been interested in meeting my value. Any and everyone that has met me or been around me know I love the game of football. My dream is to help a team win the Super Bowl. You all are great, but I had to make a business decision that was best for my family and I. No matter how far I go or where my career takes me, I'll continue to be close to my fans of Baltimore, Flock Nation, and the entire state of Maryland. You'll see me again. Trust. Let's stay connected. Subscribe to his fan page, fanstrust8.com. That's what he had to say. That's what he had to say. He said what he said. He said, you know what? Let me clear something up for you. First of all, I asked for a trade. I was done with this organization on March 2nd, which was 25 days ago. All right. I ain't mad at you. But I think it's okay for me to ask. What are you expecting out of this team? I think it's wrong to ask anybody what is your worth. I don't believe in asking people that. But what are you asking for, pal? What are you asking for? We just want to know. It ain't none of our business. It will be eventually when you sign. Or maybe that's part of the game. You don't tell anybody. But because the court of public opinion says this. A number gets thrown out there, and then we say, "Dang, he did all this for y'all, and y'all wasn't trying to give him that." Or we say, "Dang, I know you're supposed to shoot for the moon and see where you land, but on either side, whether that be the Ravens or whether that's Lamar himself, either side, and we're gonna do what we do anyway. We're gonna get on Twitter, we're gonna talk, we're gonna do what we do. But more than anything, I just want to know what he's asking for. I mean, I know he deserves some compensation, but also another thing that is very much true in this situation, that thing that's very much true in this situation is we do have the whole Deshaun Watson got guapped up. And they say, oh, that messed up the market. That messed this up. That messed that up. That's between the owners. Now, what they're trying to say is the owners trying to rein it back in because you said $230 million guaranteed. Well, how much money do you make, owners? That's guaranteed. Every season you profit plenty. You can sell your team right now for billions. Ain't nobody signed no $1 billion contract. You feel me? So he just want his money. I don't see why we don't give it to him. Why y'all don't give it to him? I mean, like I said, y'all know y'all trying to rein it back and that Deshaun Watson thing happened, but that ain't got nothing to do with Lamar. It happened. I think I'm better than Deshaun Watson. Boom. Let's get it. I need more money than him because I think I'm worth more than him based off of the things I've done. So yeah, they try and play that injury card. Oh, he's been injured. He's not injured like that. The thing is, he's not willing to put his career on the line. What you do when you are feeling compensated by your team. If something happens to me, y'all just gonna kick me out the way. You remember what happened to Peyton Manning, and I'm gonna get on you in a second, Uncle Jimbo. But you know what happened. You know what happened to Peyton Manning? He did all those great things for all those years, and then it was like, yeah, man, your neck kind of. And there was some truth to it, but that for the first year, he was putting up 50 something. Matter of fact, I think he broke the record like the next year. That's cool. But the one where they actually won the Super Bowl, he wasn't playing like nothing. He wasn't. We know that. So, but here's an opportunity for us to talk about Jim Irsay. Listen, a quarterback can disguise a lot of stuff. It can make no name wide receivers sign max contracts and then leave the team and sign big contracts and not do nothing. And then we all know that it was the quarterback this whole time. It can put pressure on the other team's offense because if you have a good offense, they're feeling like we got to keep up and they're playing way too fast. You make mistakes when you play too fast. Also, when you're playing from behind, that means you have to pass the ball. And if our defense, who hasn't been on the field that much because our offense is cold like that, that gives them every opportunity in the world to go after the quarterback. They know what you're doing. You're one-dimensional because you got to play catch up, and you don't catch up by running left and right tosses and jet sweeps and stuff. That's not how you catch up. So with that being said, uh, I know that people are out there saying, "Oh, we're gonna have to give up a whole bunch of we're going to have to give up a whole bunch of picks. We're going to have to give up a whole bunch of trade pieces and all that type of stuff." So if Lamar comes here, he'll be starting all over. No, that's what you pay the quarterback for. He's supposed to mask all the deficiencies you have. Because now that you have to play keep up with our team, now you're playing fast, you're making mistakes. Our defense is we making people on defense look like superstars because they have one job: be in position, get ready to get this pick because he's gonna throw the ball while getting hit. He's gonna get strip sacked because he's looking for somebody to be open because they're not worried about the run. It's a straight pass. Well, just something to think about. Jim Irsay, Uncle Jimbo, as I like to call you. So I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there now. For our next topic, on Saturday, as we were doing our show with Monray, Make It Make Sense with the Blurred Cartel. Shout out to my boys over there. We had some breaking news that Johnathan Majors had been arrested for allegedly assaulting a girl he was with in a taxi. So everybody on the show, we kept on saying allegedly. We kept on saying, that would suck if that were true. If that turns out to be true. I mean, man, he's on. We talked about the accolades, how great he is, how he has the whole world in front of him right now in his hands, like literally feeding out of his hands. And we just talked about how bad that would be if that were true. But we said one thing: we're going to hold out on this until we get more information, because a quick take would be to just hop on Twitter, make a whole bunch of jokes, a whole bunch of memes. Uh, Johnathan Majors and Ezra Miller in the same prison. No, no. So that being said, we waited. Didn't say nothing about it. I was hanging out with my grandpa the other day, and I just kind of brought it up that he was saying, "Oh no, he can't put himself in no situation like that. He got the whole world in front of him. He got all them opportunities." Never heard of Johnathan Major. This was talking like a young, successful black man. That's a You can't put yourself in them situations with them type of people, because he went on drop some game, and I was like, yeah, I said, we just waiting for news to see if this really happened, what have you. He said, well, that's what you ought to do. You got to stick together. But then if wrong is wrong and what's right is right. But either way, you gotta be loud about the truth, just as loud as they was about the lies. All right, I'm with you. Well, we get some news that from Johnathan Majors' attorney that the alleged victim, she allegedly recanted the statements. We also heard that Johnathan Majors actually called the police first. They're saying this was allegedly in regards to some kind of, I don't know. Y'all know what it is, y'all. Girl texting you in front of your girl or whoever she allegedly is. That's what they allegedly saying happened. That ain't never happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm too player for that. I got the other phone for the other babes. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but more information. Man, y'all could look up Johnathan Majors right now, and y'all will see a whole bunch of memes and stuff from the 25th. You would not hear anything. You will not see anything but that. The news, it's hard to find the news about how this allegedly may not be true. These could be false accusations, allegedly. So again, we had all the jokes and all that stuff. They had all the jokes. So when y'all got the gossiping and talking crazy and all that stuff, y'all was loud then. But when the truth comes out, be just as loud. Do you hear me? I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, man, listen. I understand what it's like to be frustrated. Tonight I was very frustrated. Kept it in, I was chilling. I was very frustrated. I had done a whole show and no volume whatsoever. And then voila, it just magically started working. Ooh, ain't nobody busier than I know it was Kris Jenner. I know it was her, allegedly, probably, most likely. Probably had something trying to stop my shine. But the Dallas Mavericks, have been on a 4-game losing streak, right? Okay. Okay. That's bad. This is with some demons in the background of Luka, probably going to be the MVP. Dallas Mavericks at the beginning of the season, they're going to win it all. And now we're looking at, you might not get into the play-in game. Okay. You might not get into. So I understand frustration, and maybe some of that frustration comes from not meeting expectation, right? All right. Okay. We working with some. Walk with me, hold my hand. I'm gonna tell you something. So they're going against the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, just terrible team. Jordan is done with them. Michael Jordan is done with the team. That's where we at this point. He ready to sell him. It's been his dream. Bring something to Charlotte. He ain't brought a good team to Charlotte. So that being said, somewhere in the midst of all this, Kyrie Irving has some sort of banter or gets upset with something a fan says. Now, this fan, he was dressed up in all DC, District of Columbia stuff. So the hockey team and I think maybe the baseball team, I don't know, he was mismatched in a mug. And so I'm sitting there like watching it, and he literally came back. He literally came after he went back on defense. Now he went back on defense, but I ain't gonna say that he played none. I ain't gonna say he played no defense, but he came back on defense, and he yelled to the ref and pointed to this man and get him out of here. He's got to go. They got him out of there. They got that fan out of there. Isn't that crazy? They got this. No type of investigation. No, did anybody say, yeah, he said it or anything like that? Whatever it was, whatever he said, it couldn't have been. I don't believe it to be racist. I think that I believe that the Carolinas are a little bit more mixed in culture than it would be in Indiana. So when they said that lady said what she said to LeBron, I believe if it's something racial, front seat, Pacer game, that probably happened. I believe that. But in Carolina, I don't believe this dude would sit around here and say something that offensive to Kyrie to where he wanted him kicked out. And that begs the question. All right, are we giving these players a little bit too much power when it comes to kicking people out the game? Because I believe that they are. I believe that they're giving the players too much. Russ getting folk kicked out, but I believe Russ. It happened in Utah. I believe it. They say nasty things, I'm sure, in Utah. They don't like black people. Indiana, we just know how to get along, but I think it's a little bit, it's not really even veiled like that. But I don't believe whatever was said. Now, I don't know if did he say you some racially motivated? Maybe the people that he's been at odds against, the whole movie situation, all that. But I don't know. I'll hold my judgment for now. But listen, the NBA, that's your job, bro. The NBA is your job, and like most jobs, if you do something wrong, people are gonna call you on it because I'm using my hard-earned money to pay for a service. So if I use my hard-earned money to go get a sandwich and I tell you I don't want any pickles on it, I mean what I say with my hard-earned money. So when I get up there and I get my sandwich and I open it up and there's pickles on it, yeah, I could just put it to the side and no, I paid for what I paid for. So I go back up there and I tell you, hey, you made my sandwich and it had no pickle on it. Oh, it's just a bad day. I get that, but I'm just calling you out on it now. So when you go out there and you shoot 12 for 35, the people that pay their hard-earned money, they paid for you to put on the show. They paid for you to play well. So they're going to let you have it. McDonald's workers know about that. Burger King employees know about that. Waffle House people for damn sure know about that. Popeyes people, they for damn sure know about that. When you don't do something to somebody's expectation, then they're paying with their heart. I get it. Some people are just assholes. I get that. But there's a lot of people in this world that people depend on them for a service. And if it's not done correctly with their hard-earned money, they're going to let you hear it. I don't know if that's the case in this situation. But I'm just saying, you got to give some of these fans, you got to give them some grace. People are allowed to say what they want to. Now, if they over there calling you like crazy derogatory stuff, yeah, I get that. Get out of here. We don't want to hear that. And the people around them be saying, yeah, he said that shit. He did not. Or they're going to be like, he didn't even say nothing. Just like it seemed to be like last night. Nobody stepped up and booed him for what he said to Kyrie. So whatever he said, because when they did that with LeBron, down there in Indianapolis. The fans around him was like, yeah, she was saying some reckless, crazy stuff. Now he done got they caught now. I think the line is at like when they start calling you a P word, PAB, that together. Yeah, I think they have a problem with that. But that's like right on the line. But I mean, you really, it's not even that deep to be calling anybody that unless you really like you got a real personal vendetta with that person. But that's how I feel. So yeah, man. I don't think we need to kick everybody out, but I mean, I think that, and that's first ditch because the ref couldn't wait. The ref went, hey, get him out of here. That's it. No investigation. The fans around him wasn't like, he didn't say that. I don't know, but just hypothetically. And for my last story takes place last Thursday. As they were shaking hands after Bowling Green in Memphis had played a women's basketball tournament. Got a little heated. It appeared that one of the Memphis girls had hit one of the Bowling Green girls, and Bowling Green girl fell down. I didn't think it was a big stick like that. It looked like she just kind of touched her, but nothing like where she got to get in there. You know what I mean? It didn't seem like that. But now we are looking at potentially a criminal investigation because it looks like Bowling Green, I don't know if it's the facility or the security people up there, but they want to press charges on that little girl from Memphis. So, with that being said, y'all wrong for that. That's stupid as hell. She's a kid, and y'all the adults in the situation. They're in college, and sometimes, I mean, we've seen fights in sports. We've seen fights in sports a lot, and my whole thing is, we saw what happened to Jordan Poole. We saw what Draymond did to Jordan Poole. He's not facing criminal charges. I'm so sure at this point, I wish Jordan Poole probably wishes that he had. But y'all the adults in this situation. So why would you press charges on a kid? And fights happen all the time. And this one wasn't even like a real like beat down or nothing like that. She gave her a quick stick and she just a step back punch. So it wasn't about nothing. But y'all as an institution, as an academic institution, y'all want to press charges on a kid. Y'all got to do better, but it's Bowling Green. It's Bowling Green, but I'll tell you like this here. Now, ladies, if you're looking for somebody to punch your dick, then look no further than me. That's right. Go to christianmingle.com. I am Bartholomew, and baby, we go to the big dance. Also, I'm on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 Media is the team. On YouTube, you go catch me on Unico Williams. So just go to UnicoWilliams.com. You can catch me however you want to. I'm playing video games like that now. Also, check out my boy Blur Cartel. We out here. And listen now, you know what to do if you like it. And just like and subscribe. You know the deal. And you can't forget about my favorite day now. It's going to be a little bit different with my favorite day of the week. With my second favorite. Baller Friday! That's right. I'm about to go. Hey, we're gonna be playing 2K and Madden now on Baller Friday. That's just it. That's what it is. We playing sports games. EA, it's in the game. Right? Yeah. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Do You Hear Me? Nico. I holla. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Don't forget, every Thursday, the full podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 ENT bring you videos from Friday all the way to Friday. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Again, thank you so much.